And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And here's the former Lion, a fan favorite. It's Jamal Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 83 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Now Breeze. Little short pass here to Hill. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be caught by Hester. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one taken in by Hester. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Here's Hester open right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now the rookie's free.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hester to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Jackson's throw complete there to Rice.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. On third down, Jackson. That one caught by Rice. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry for Henry. Running right through it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got it. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the elf.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
There he goes, left side.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out now following the touchdown to kick.
Hester to return from his end zone.
And just shedding him off there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
That is intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw, Breeze. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Breeze to throw. Connecting with Hill, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's going to change things in a hurry. That shortens the field considerably, and now we're on the move.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Now Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Jackson.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. picked off by Paulson to Debo. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation,